Jaloja! Now entering glory hole. Hole, hole, hole. Egotastic FunTime. Hey gang, I'm JP and welcome back to Talking the ORVILLE Preshow Explosion live on Egotastic FunTime. Today, we're gonna have a great time talking about tonight's all-new episode of the ORVILLE Primal Urges, where the crew race to save a small group of survivors on a planet about to be destroyed by its own sun. That's a very rude sun. And Bortus and Clyden begin marriage counseling with Claire after Bortus gets addicted to the environmental simulator. This episode is sure to be full of tense scenes and lots of explosions, enough explosions to make Michael Bay blush. And this was originally intended to be the 12th episode for season 1, but was moved to season 2 for unknown reasons. But I do have a working theory as to why it was moved. But before we begin having the penultimate Egotastic FunTime, let's say hello to everybody. How you doing? What's up, the Canley? I always get it wrong, and I'm so sorry. Let's see who's here right now. And by the way, before we say hello to everybody, I would like to say, I hope you all have a wonderful Jaloja this evening. Jaloja. And let's see who's here. How are you guys doing? Participants are nobody according to YouTube, but I know that's not true because the chat room is exploding. So I'm just going to go down the line here in the chat and see what it says. Slimy, Apple Crow, Geolaw, Redis 4, Because Reasons, my champion, General Pedrosky, T-Bone, Heath Lawson, I'm going to be skipping people because it's going so fast, Nick Danger 420, Captain Jesse, Rob Crawford, JC Norris, ATX Tube, Dion Markrav, Monkey Zor, James Forsyth, Agrius 414, and Dr. Scott Giles, James Dodd, Jesper 117. I can't get everybody, it's going so fast, but you all know who you are, and you're all lovely people. And let me just rearrange a few things on the screen. Did you guys love Jaloja as much as I did? Some people are like, I wanted this big old to-do with lots of, you know, action and adventure and all that stuff. Me, I didn't care for that. I wanted a character catch-up because it's been a long time. I wanted things set up. I wanted to get back to my friends before we get all the action-y stuff, which is going to be tonight with Primal Urges. Now, I do have some pictures set up. I do have an awesome, it's not a trailer for Primal Urges, but most of the scenes are from Primal Urges, but as well as the next 4 episodes, which is, I also have the names and the synopsises for the next 4 episodes. which I just read Primal Urges tonight, but I'll give you the synopsis for the 3 episodes after Primal Urges, which will be for the next 3 Thursdays. But how are you guys doing? Desmond Miller says, awesome-tastic. The nitpickers are here, says Mr. Bellamy. I'm so glad you guys are here. We're going to be doing this every Thursday that the Orville airs, and as you guys know, this was a hard week for me. 2 episodes basically in 1 week, and that review for Geloja was a big to-do. That review ended up being like almost 21 minutes, and I couldn't even fit all my thoughts into it. And but now we're getting, that was the premiere. It was a big deal, so it deserved a big review, but now I'm going to be getting back to, 10, 11 minute, 12 minute reviews. And then, of course, after we're done with all this season, Talking the Orville keeps going. It just keeps going all year long, every week. So we'll be breaking down more stuff, and then when news comes in for Season 3, we'll be talking about that. But that's forever away. We got 3 months of Orville, new episodes to talk about. So first, I want to start this biatch up right. So let's watch the trailer that I was talking about, and then I got some pictures to show you guys from that trailer, as well as from tonight's episode. Like legit pictures that aren't in the trailer. You guys ready for that? Let's watch this clip.
We could make up fake names. They wouldn't know. I could be Chad. You could be Maxine.
Let's do it.
No, I feel like they'd know.
Holy
I'm Captain
crap,
Mercer of the
those
USS
reasons.
Orville.
Scans are showing instability in the planet's core.
How do we save those people?
Let's make it happen.
I'll get to you in a second here for those reasons.
Boom, that's what I'm talking about.
I'm picking up a distress signal.
Set a course, maximum speed.
This is what we signed up for.
I think people are really going to be talking about it.
The Orville.
I'm going to be talking
Thursday
about
on
it. That's
Fox.
what I do. Okay, first off, before we talk about that clip, because reasons, you are my hero. You are everything to me. You are the wind beneath my wings. Because Reasons gave me some money, which you guys know I like, but it says I'm giving you all my money. Ha ha ha. I'm not very good bad guy. No, you're a wonderful bad guy. Yay. Thank you so very much. Now, back to that clip. That was from 4 different episodes that are coming up. A lot of it was from tonight's episode, Primal Urges, which will have the crew dealing with a sun that's exploding. And that's the planet, but there's a sun exploding, and it's drawing this planet towards it. As you can see, here's like, I was pointing with my finger. So you see the sun is over here, and it's drawing the planet in, and it's burning it all up. And I'm assuming that the people that they need to save are on this side. That's not burning up, hiding in caves or whatever, and they got to get them off the planet before they die. And these are a new race that we haven't seen before. They're called the Niceans, spelled Nyxians. I assume that they're called the Niceans. It's pronounced that way, because every other way I tried to pronounce it sounded dumb. So I got some more pictures here. There's the cool sun and the ship. We got, see, there's the planet right there being pulled in. Got some coronas going off. It's going to be amazing. Anything else from that episode? And, of course, our good friend Alara will be showing up, because this was filmed last season. This was supposed to be the 12th episode. The episode right before Mad Idolatry. And because there are things that don't line up with Season 2, they did reshoot some stuff for this episode, as well as got some new scenes. I have no idea if Lieutenant Tyler, Janelle Tyler, who I think is a Krill, will be showing up or not. But I'm pretty sure she's going to be a Krill. What do you think? Now, also, I got some other shots here from the episode. Here is Claire and Bortus. Now, I don't know why Bortus is hurt. I'm assuming this is after the mission. He gets hurt while on the mission, but of course I'm just assuming. They're all like, oh, Bortus, sorry, man. Sorry, I should have sent Kelly. But I can't do that because I love her. Now, Bortus and Clyden are going to be going into couples therapy. And tonight we're going to find out another one of my predictions is true with this episode. And that is, I predicted months ago, just by picking up little bits and pieces off the internet and, you know, little pictures that I saw and interviews that I read, even though nothing is revealed in the interviews, that Bortus is going to be having orgies on the environmental simulator. And because I know that he gets addicted to it, and that's why they're going into counseling, as well as with their situation with Topa. And so we're going to find out tonight if I was correct. Because Bortus is a dude from a race of dudes, and he's in an environmental simulator. And we all know in real life what would happen if environmental simulators existed. People wouldn't be going in there to have a fun adventure, you know, or do a fake Kobayashi Maru test. They'd be going there to get off. Sorry to put it so bluntly, but hey, that's how we do it. Gordon and John are going to be having another little buddy adventure. I have no idea about what. So no predictions there. More of the counseling. And I also want to know if Clyden's ice cream addiction gets brought up. Now here's Gordon and John looking at some sort of weird food that was replicated. I don't know if they're trying to lose weight. That looks like spinach to me. Somebody says it could be Jello-ja, which I thought was pretty funny. Kelly looking all serious and, you know, kind of hot. Bortus being looked at. I have no idea. And now here's an interesting thing. This is John and Dan in tonight's episode going on some sort of away mission. I have no idea what it has to do with, and I don't think it has anything to do with the planet that's exploding, because it's a nice environment. You got plants, you got a little deck back there. It kind of looks like, you remember from the pilot episode when they went to Epsilon Prime, or Epsilon 2, the science planet. Kind of looks like that to me. And then Ed, you know, looking all, you know, sitting at his desk. He likes to sit at it. And, you know, Bortus and Clyde, and we're going to be seeing them. I think it's the last picture. And then we're back to Alara. So, you guys, what are you up to? Thank you so much, Desmond Miller. What did you guys think of Jaloja? I, for one, like I said in my review, loved it. I knew that we have a lot of adventures coming up in the season, so I was glad to get, you know, take a breath, get caught up. Hey, everybody, how have you been? Oh, God, there's a krill? Huh? What? It's going to be great. Let me see what you guys are saying. Dr. Scott Giles says, I know exactly what I would be doing in an environmental simulator, and I ain't going to say what. Well, you don't have to say what, Doctor. We know what you're doing. It's pretty much probably what we'd all be doing. Cheyenne Wieringa says, it could be a piece of Yaphet. Now, that's very interesting. In the premiere, a lot of people didn't catch it, but I found it really obvious. Yaphet was in the premiere. He was in the background in engineering, working at the station when Gordon came in to ask John for advice. A lot of people missed it, though, which was surprising, but he just stood out because we've been waiting this whole time to find out if Yaphet is going to be in the season. Now, this episode was filmed last season, so why wouldn't Yaphet be in it? I think he was all in every episode, pretty much. I mean, I could totally be wrong. But, so what if Yaphet's in there, voiced by Norm Macdonald? IMDb is not giving us any assistance on that, but most of the stuff that IMDb tells us ends up being wrong or changed later, so I'm not too worried about it. Arlie says, the Jaloja tapes. Hey, what's up, Richie Poole? Just got home from work. Been holding it. Jaloja! Everybody, Jaloja! Hey, what's up, Tina baby? Joining late, but glad I can be here, and I'll be watching episode 2 when it drops on Hulu. I'll be doing the same. Because, you know, I do the pre-show, so I'm not able to actually watch the episode, and I don't have a DVR because I don't have regular channels. I have my antenna for primetime channels. Usually I watch everything: Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime. I actually purchased season 2 of the Orville on Amazon because they got the best, you know, video for doing what I do, pulling clips and whatnot. So I can watch it the next day. But I have a buddy of mine who is sending me his antenna DVR. So I'm actually going to start, hopefully by next week, DVRing the show so that when we're done with this, I'll go and watch what I recorded. And that way I have a day early. I could figure out what I want to do, you know, what I think about the episode. So I could hopefully get my reviews out a day early. Actually, what I'm going to do tomorrow morning is I'm going to wake up extra early before work. I'm going to watch the episode. That way, then I'll go to work. And then that way, when I'm at work, I can think about what I thought about the episode and hopefully get it out early. I'm waking up early for you guys. I went to bed late last night for you guys. How dare you? And thank you again, Because Reasons. Because Reasons, you're basically my employer. I work for you. My life for you. Rob Crawford says, Geloja is the new word for taking a pee. And by the way, did you guys get your invitations to the Geloja? You're invited to Bortus's Geloja ceremony. Please join us for a magical night of pee under the stars on Moklis, Sunday, December 30th, 2419. Please bring a mate. After party on the USS Orville to follow. I hope you guys can make it. Geloja! And I made this for you guys today. You can find it on my Twitter page. Geloja, when the pea fell. Bortus, his fly opened wide. How else are you guys? How are you guys going to be watching the episode? So many people don't watch the episode live because that's just not the world we live in nowadays. Most people are doing the Hulu or they're DVRing stuff, and they're watching it next day. Now, actually, the ratings came out for the premiere, and it didn't do as well ratings-wise as it did the premiere last year. But that doesn't matter because it was still in the top 5 of all television for the week. So the Orville is doing very well. And if you watch the episode, which of course you did, at the very beginning during the theme, it didn't just say the Orville on the screen. It said Fox presents the Orville, which means that Fox is proud of it. Fox is like, hey, look at this thing. Look at this thing we made. I have made fire. Little Tom Hanks impression. More of just the words that Tom Hanks said instead of an impression. JG's watching it on DirecTV. Randy Davis watches... No, wait. Randy Davis just thinks that's funny. But Captain Jesse 1 watches it live. Well, you are lucky. Even though I could watch it live, I cannot because I'm going to hang out with you guys. That's the best fun. I can watch the show later. I'm going to watch it early in the morning, and then that way I can get my review started in my brain and then come home and start working on it, as opposed to having to wait 2 or 3 days to put it out. And it's going to be a good review, you guys. It's going to have all the best words in it. James Dodd says, hey, from the Wales, UK, JP. I thought people in Wales used a lot more L's in their words. Just kidding. I used to know a guy from Wales. Don't have the Orville... Wait, let's go. Don't have the Orville 2 yet, so can't watch. I'll have to hold it until then. Geloja! We'll have it soon, though. Yeah, you guys are going to have it next week, I believe, right? The UK gets it on the 10th, I believe. Or is it the 17th? Well, I'm sure you know better than me. Let us know. Because that's when... Now, of course, other UK people that want to come in to the show here, of course, it'll be really late over there when I stream. They'll be behind in episodes, so we'll be talking about stuff. They'll get a lot of spoilers if they tune into the show. Justin Chapman, watching Love OTA, just canceled PSView TV. I like PSView, but it's a little pricey, I thought. Malcolm Reynolds says, sup, Mr. Poole? You nasty. Geo Law says, words. One other thing. Okay. So in that trailer, did I already show you guys this? But in that trailer, they showed a new character for the show. Tala. We got a great picture of Tala. And you guys might think, hey, when do we get to meet Tala? Well, I can tell you when you're going to meet her. Well, I don't know exactly when you're going to meet her, but I know when she comes aboard as the security chief. I would hope. I mean, it almost sounds like she's just going to be assigned there. Let me show you guys. Well, I'll tell you guys. So tonight is Primal Urges, which is the carryover episode. Starts in 40 minutes in some parts of the country. So Primal Urges is tonight, written by Seth MacFarlane, directed by Kevin Hooks, who is a guy who does stuff. Next week, on the 10th, that is when we'll be watching Home. And that is when Ed, Gordon, and Alara visit Saleya. And that's when I said, almost a year ago, that Alara will be going home and leaving the show. Even though they haven't announced anything yet officially, but I'm pretty sure. I'm 99.9% sure. The episode after that on the 17th. Now, in the trailers that we've been watching for the last few months, there's that episode where Ed gets stranded on a planet, and we're like, oh, what's up with that? So that is going to be on January 17th, and that episode is called "Nothing Left on Earth Excepting Fishes." And as we all know, love is the fish hook that hooks the fish. So we're back to fishes. And in that episode, Ed finds himself behind enemy lines when he crash lands on a mysterious planet. Kelly questions why Gordon wants to take the commander test. So Gordon wants to be a commander, and I don't think we're going to get the results of his test until the season finale of this year. Because reasons. Who's my favorite Egopanion? Because Reasons is the best of all of you people, even though you're all wonderful. But Because Reasons is wonderful plus one. So it's on January 17th. We'll get the crash landing episode. And I believe Alara is gone, and I'll tell you why. In the trailer, we see that Bortus goes down to that planet to try and rescue Ed. Why wouldn't Alara do that? Why is Bortus doing security detail in that episode? Well, I'll tell you why. Because Alara is gone, and he has to fill in until they get... Because Reasons, you're still the best. Until they get a new chief of security in the very next episode called All the World is Birthday Cake. And this will be the episode that I believe Bortus and Kelly are sharing a birthday around the same time. And Bortus doesn't want to, have a co-birthday party. Even though Bortus has already had a big party already. And in that episode, All the World is Birthday Cake, that's the first contact episode. The Orville makes first contact. And, check this out, a new crew member joins the ship. So, if we don't meet her briefly in the episode before, we will be meeting Tala in episode 5, January 24th, in an episode called All the World is Birthday Cake. And when I get some time, I'll be doing a full episode of the show about that to get everybody caught up. But of course, right now is review time. But luckily, after I get this review done, I'll have a little bit of breathing room to start doing some other Orville videos. And I got a Star Trek video I need to film as well. And Because Reasons says, I confirm 99.9% sure JP actually said what he said regarding Alara. That's true. I said it. I predicted in, I believe, January. Well, I broke it as a rumor because it really was a rumor at the time. And then as a month or two went by, I was sure that Alara was leaving. And it really seems like she's leaving. And she is. She's leaving. I'm sure of it. You guys know. You guys know how I do. Let me get that off there. And so, yeah, I'm really wondering in tonight's episode how they're going to make it fit in the season 2, type of situation. Do they have any pickups with the whole Lieutenant Tyler situation? What do you guys think? And also, okay, this is an aside. We're going to talk about the Krill situation. With Lieutenant Janelle Tyler, who I am positive is a Krill. She's the same actress, Michaela McManus, who played Talia in episode 6 last season, the Krill episode, the woman that said, "Oh, Ed's like, they're not my enemies," and she says, "Oh, they will be, And same actress. Ed, in that episode, Ed said, "Oh, I could really use a krill invasion right now." 1 second later, "Hi, how's it going? I'm a krill in disguise. Let's have a drink together." She's a krill. But being on the ship, is she going to change her mind, change her point of view by, being amongst, not crazy, weird people, space vampires? What do you guys think? Anyway, that's a prediction I have. I had that prediction last Friday. I think I wrote that out. But other people are having that same prediction. So, it's not like a huge insight. A lot of people are figuring that out. But I'm positive she's a krill. But what becomes of that situation, I don't know. I'm hoping she gets turned. Hoping we turn her. I like girls who get turned. Brian McMahon says, "Love your hat. Greed BS." That's my Greed BS sign back there. Oh, I didn't do the side note. Okay, she is Lieutenant Tyler. And I'm positive that she is a krill in disguise as a human infiltrating the ship. In Star Trek Discovery Season 1, they had Tyler, who was a Klingon in disguise as a human infiltrating the ship. So I don't mind the similar scenario. I just wish that they chose a different name because they had the opportunity to choose a different name besides Tyler. Professor Challenger says, "My wife and I love your show, JP." Thank you. My wife. That's the reason I don't have a wife, is because if I had a wife, I would never stop saying, "My wife." So no woman would stay married to me for long because they'd get sick of me going, "My wife." Mark Cohen says, "Will Alara become a recurring character?" Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, Mark. I don't know if she will, but I don't see why she wouldn't. Now, I think Alara is leaving because I was wondering, I've been speculating the whole year, all last year at this point, why she's leaving. I know that they were thinking about having her lose her strength, which still might be something that's going on. But obviously, in the premiere Geloja, she's unhappy. She's searching for something. She wants love. We know she's a young kid. Of course, she wants love. And so she's missing out on something. At least she feels like it. So she's going to this isn't working for me. I need to go out and find myself. She's of that age where, of course, I'm still waiting to get that age where I want to go find myself. I find myself most mornings. Just kidding, guys. I don't do that. Ugh. Gross. Arlie says, "Krill on krill drilling." Well, that's a little bit of krill on krill action, if you ask me. Krill or be krilled. Nance288, "Good evening, JP." Well, good evening to you. Now, some of you guys are saying, and I didn't even think about this, that, we're pretty sure she's a krill, but what if Cassius is also part of her plan? Maybe he's a spy as well. But I like to think that Cassius, even though I hate him because he's dating Kelly, I like to think he's a nice guy. What if he gets killed with this whole krill situation? That would suck. T-Bone says, "You're the best, JP." Oh, thank you. Rod Strayer, "Do you think Jason Alexander will get an expanded role or just stay behind the bar like Whoopi?" Well, I know we're going to see Jason Moore. That sounds like someone's name. Jason Alexander Moore. He's in the background in that arm wrestling scene that we've been seeing in the trailers. So I'm sure he's going to be popping up a lot. As far as having a real storyline, that I have no idea. Crystal Stover says, "To krill or not to krill? That is the question." Nick Danger 420 says, "I'm convinced Cassius is krill." Hell yeah, he is. F him. No, I hope he's not. It's nice to have a nice guy, on the show, who's also a teacher. Cheyenne says, thanks for the wonderful videos. Thank you for watching. My videos, you know, I try to keep making them better and better, but I only do that because you guys watch them. If you guys weren't watching them, I probably wouldn't be making videos at all. So I'm able to improve my skills, you know, because you guys watch my stuff. Star Trek Nitpicker, Muska is awesome. I want to eat there. Muska's, the restaurant. Now, that was Samir Amran, thank you very much. I'll get back to Muska. Much love, JP. Way off topic, but what do you think about Star Trek Picard being set 20 years after Nemesis? Well, really quickly, and we'll get to Muska, I think that's smart. And I don't even consider it 20 years after Nemesis. I just consider it 20 years later in Picard's life, which is accurate because it's almost 20 years later in, you know, Patrick Stewart's life. So it's fitting. I just like to think of it as 20 years further in Star Trek's timeline. But back to, and thank you again, Samira Moran. Back to Muska. It was really interesting to find out that the Orville has a fine dining restaurant on it. That was insane. That was insane to me. Like, even in Star Trek, you know, they have the mess hall. That, you know, they had 10 Forward, which, you know, you can have a nice meal in 10 Forward and a nice atmosphere, but it's pretty much the mess hall, right? The Orville has a fine dining restaurant ran by Muska, which we don't know much about Muska, except for that he's played by Will Sasso, but I didn't bring him up in the review because really he was, I'm sure we'll see Muska again because in this episode there was no point to him. Hey, I hope you didn't get stood up, which implies that Lara gets stood up a lot. Mexi Man and Cheese, thank you so much. Any word on the Orville getting sued for ripping off Star Trek? I heard rumblings a few months back, but haven't been paying attention. No, they're not getting sued for anything. And it's an homage to Star Trek, but also the Orville is incredibly smart with getting that Star Trek feel, which was great with bringing in people in that first season, but not just straight up, you know, they're able to get away with, they're able to walk that line because they're smart. But also, what's Star Trek here? This is a television show. We're not talking about some web series like Star Trek Discovery. But also, on that point, what was I going to say? Oh, one of you guys today said to me, and I loved this line. What was it? They said, the Orville Season 1 was for Star Trek fans. The Orville Season 2 is for Orville fans. And I thought that was amazing. Because the Orville won over Star Trek fans more than Star Trek did. And now that we got all the Star Trek fans here, which is us, I'm a big Star Trek fan, that's why I watch it. Now that we're all here, now it's just all us, you know, loving the Orville. Wow, you guys are going nuts, making it rain. What am I going to have to do? Agrias414, thank you so much. Chances we see a war between the Union and Krill? Yes. Yes. We have a huge Krill episode coming up, and I'm sure it's going to end up with some sort of really big war, a big battle. Because reasons. If you would order delivery in anticipation of this new episode, what would it be? Domino's, Chinese, crap on a stick, or even worse, that guy that sells chimichangas? I'm pretty good either way. Well, it's a tough one because I usually don't order out because I make amazing burritos. I mean, I make amazing burritos. I make chicken tikka masala burritos. They're amazing. But if I were to order out, I would order pizza. And if I ordered pizza delivery, it would be Domino's because Domino's is on point with their delivery ordering system. And they make the best thin crust. Even though it's Domino's, it's not like super great pizza. Lance Wright, thank you so much. Can we see the invite again? I just missed it. Of course you can. You can get a late invite to the Geloja party, Lance. Because, Lance, you're invited to Bortus's Geloja ceremony. Please join us for a magical night of pee under the stars on Moklis, Sunday, December 30th, 24/19. Please bring a mate. After party on the USS Orville to follow. Now, if you want a copy of that, you can go to the Egotastic FunTime or JP's Talking the Orville on Twitter. It's all the same thing. And I got a high-res version of that on there for you guys to do with what you want. Well, I don't know what you want to do with it. But if you wanted to do something with it, you're in luck. It's pee-pee time. Okay, what do you guys think of... I was thinking about this earlier today. I don't have time right now with all the reviews and the Orville in full, you know, going full force. But I want to do a Jaloja video that's just Bortus making weird faces to the song. And then underneath it, I just played that song. This is my pee-pee. This is my pee-pee. This is my pee-pee. I think that'd be amazing. Stupid, but amazing. Because Reason says shake and bake. I think that invite is the not porn folder. It could be in the porn folder. It counts. Just for 117 says that will be more than... Oh, God. Lightly end up with the Krill infiltrator saving the Orville crew, and she knocks boots with Ed, and Kelly will be angry, and maybe she bangs Gordon. Ooh. That'd be weird. I don't know how this whole holographic suit works, and you touch people, because shouldn't she be bigger than what she looks like? And thanks again, Mexi Man and Cheese. Humanizing Krill in their introduction was more Trek than Trek. They really did humanize them. That was pretty cool, actually. I love that it's won me over. Also, get on Streamlab. They don't take 30%. I know. I just started doing the research, and that's a deal. But I do have my PayPal tip donation jar link right in the bottom there. And they give me 100% on the PayPals, you guys. Edgy Pumpkin. Hey, how's it going, Edgy Pumpkin? I just moved to SLC, so I haven't got to play STO. But the new season of STD is live, and I'm scared to play again. Yeah, I started playing it here on the show, on the live stream, and I was just having so many problems with the stream, not with the actual game. But I get bored with that game. You know, I'm very story-driven. I'm like, you know, GTA, not GTA Online, but GTA Story. Barry Giannoni, keep it up. Thank you so much, Barry. I appreciate that. This channel's, man, if things keep going this way, like they've been going the last month or so, yeah, I'll be able to put out a lot more videos moving forward, hopefully in a couple months. But right now, I'm going to try my best to do 3 or more. But if I really just buckle down and you know, push everybody in my life away, I could probably do more. I only need you guys. Jaloja Orvillian, Arlie says. Because Reasons, you're the best. Because Reasons, you like money too. We should totally hang out sometime. I would love to see Bortus sing Shake and Bake, however. But there is a problem. The bad guy. The bad guy for... Now, we are this season going to find out if Bortus can actually sing. I just don't know if it's this episode. But it would kind of make sense, like, because they set that up in episode 9. Bortus says, I can sing. We almost heard him sing. That was in the Derulio Cupid's Dagger episode. And this episode, Primal Urges, is supposed to have been in that season. So would they have paid off the joke in the same season? So we might find out whether or not Bortus can sing or not in this episode tonight. Frozen Owl, thank you so much. You didn't ask a question, so I'll say something for you. Frozen Owl says, thanks, JP, you're the best. No, Frozen Owl, you're the best. You're amazing. I like Frozen Owl too. Thanks, Frozen Owl. Okay, you were nice. You can stick around for a little bit if you want. Thanks, JP. Appreciate it. Thomas Baldwin. JP, Jaloja now. Jaloja forever. Now, how far do you guys think this Jaloja thing's going to go? Originally, when the script for this episode was leaked, or little portions of it, usually when scripts leak, we find out the name right away because it's right on the cover. But Jaloja was called TBD, to be determined. And we didn't find out till, I don't know, a few weeks ago that Jaloja was a thing. And So they really thought about what the word should be for Geloja. And it's going to be great. I got my Geloja shirt that I created. It's on Egotastic FunTime. No, it's not. Well, it's on my store. There's a link somewhere down there. Got Geloja shirt, but I'm thinking of doing like a big old shirt that just says Geloja! Justice Guy, thank you so much. I appreciate that. John Palange, we give you our money because we find you funny. Hey, that works. Please just take my money. You should have my money. John, if I had $5 for every time somebody said that to me, I'd have $5. Wait, I do have $5. Thank you. Thomas Baldwin, all the way. It's never getting old. Okay, as things grow with the Orville fandom, which it is because it already is, but you know it's going to be a big. You know this is already Star Trek level. You know it's moving towards that. So as we go to cons and stuff over the next few years, it's already started last year. But Orvillians, Orvillites, Picklers, whatever you want to call us. There's still not a great name. I call us Seth Trekkers. Are we going to be taking over these cons? And are we going to be like greeting each other with Geloja when we go to the restrooms at these cons? Are you going to be hearing people all the time going, Geloja? I think we are. And I think we got to get some footage together and put together a video in honor of the Orville. I'll send it to them. Because reasons. Too many spoilers don't worry the people. No, because, you know what? Spoilers come out. I've figured stuff out with the show. And it's still, every time, even when I'm right, I'm still surprised. They still they still do it differently. Or seeing it with my own eyes is always, you know, makes it special. Even if I figured it out. And I figured out a lot. There's still stuff. I got a whole season of stuff to figure out. Oh my God! Sorry, because reasons. Somebody's moving up. Even though overall, because reasons is probably giving me $8 million by now. SP4NQD. Big fan, JB. Keep up the good work. No, it is I who am a fan of you, SP4NQD. You are wonderful. I love you. I think about you in the shower. And, I can't wait to see you again. Because you are the best. Mirror Universe Zot. Sorry, still working on it. I'm just so overwhelmed this week, Mirror Universe Zot. Give me some of that internet money. This night is going to get K. Razzie. Tina Biebe. That is US. It's got that little dollar sign. Dollar bills, y'all. Though I really look forward to a day, it'll never be in my lifetime, it'll never be in any of our lifetimes, where dollar signs don't mean a thing. Because we all got replicators. We all treat each other nicely. That'll probably never be a thing either. We're humans. We're humans. Andrew Holland says, could some folks from the Orville be messing with JP? Maybe. If they want to mess with me $30,000, I'll call my job and quit right now. I'll just leave a message saying, you won't see me no more. I'm going to be working on talking to Orville every day. 8 videos a week. Which I could do. I could do that if I had the time. Because I have so many freaking ideas. 80 million a day. And I'm like, can't do that. Can't do that. Can't do that. I got a Geloja real bad today. I don't have time. JV is the fish hook. I'm gonna say, oh gosh, you guys are the fish hook that hooks the fish, and I am the fish. Mike Files, can't wait for tonight's episode. Geloja. Someday we're all going to meet somewhere. We're going to be going to one of these cons, and we're going to just go Geloja. I'm going to have a Geloja stand. I'll sell lemonade, but I'll just call it Geloja stand. You know, Geloja Aid. Beaumont resident. JP, you are the Orville source on YouTube. I know I am. I know I am. I don't know how that happened, but I know I am. But there's other people talking about the Orville, and they got some great stuff. Last year, I used to listen, you know, an episode come out, and I'd listen to what other people were saying about it, and it would help me form my thoughts. I don't do that anymore. I just form my own thoughts. But it was really great. People had some really insightful things to say. They probably, listening to what people were saying, you know, probably made my brain work better when analyzing episodes. But that Jaloja review took me forever because I'm serious. I'm serious. I could have talked about every single frame in that episode. But of course, who's got time for that? I'd still be writing it right now if I did that. Lance, right? We need a shocking latchcomb. That'd be great if they came out with a latchcomb ball with like a fake knife that comes out, you know? Oh, that'd be amazing. There's going to be a lot of cool stuff coming out as far as toys, and I know that all the characters' likenesses have been licensed for toys, so we'll be getting that soon. I'm hoping we get Funko Pops soon, because that's just the easiest one. You buy them, they're cheap, you put them on the shelf, it's great. The soundtrack, I haven't heard it yet, but the soundtrack track just came out, or it's about to come out. I don't know where you can buy it. At least I'm sure you can buy it at least on the Fox store. It's not on Amazon yet because I looked. But there's an entire special official Orville soundtrack. I keep saying soundtrack, like Star Trek, but soundtrack. Union Point Dropout. Dang, dude, you need a whole team for your vids. Well, it would be nice. I'd like to get writers. Not for necessarily all the Orville stuff, but just, you know, other videos. That way I'll do the Orville stuff. Other people help me out with other topics. Because if I did other topics, I could really grow. I just don't have the time. The Orville keeps me busy enough. Star Trek keeps me busy enough. But there's other stuff I like to talk about. Like biscuits. What's the deal with biscuits? No, just kidding. Ryan Robinson, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I didn't expect this live show to be so big. I didn't expect so many people here. I figured the premiere, sure, but I figured the premiere, you know, we get some great people here for all the episodes, and then at the finale we'd have a big one. Agrius 414, thank you again. JP, your thoughts on Dan's poem? Gordon is crazy. Gordon is crazy. Gordon says that was his emotional compass, or he called it something like that, that directed him back to his special place. I can't remember what it was, but yeah, he's crazy. I don't think I would have been as rude as Alara was about Dan's poem, but yeah, it was horrible. It was way too literal, and I'm going to talk about Dan's poem. Like, I'm going to do a video about it eventually. I'm probably going to end up doing, I have to wait for a few more episodes, but I'm going to do an entire Dan episode of my show, just like really break down the character and all that stuff. That's going to be videos for after the series is done, the season's done, because, you know, I just keep doing this show every, you know, at least one episode, Orville episode every week. But was it hilarious? Yes, it was. We love Dan. That's funny. Cheyenne says, how many people stood in front of a toilet saying Jaloja this week, JP? Well, I did it a couple times, and I know I've been getting a lot of messages from you guys saying that you did it too. Robin Markowitz, thank you so much. I want more Yaphet. The jelly wants what the jelly wants. The jelly does. I'm ready for that jelly. We got Yaphet at the premiere. No lines. I think Yaphet, there's going to be a high chance Yaphet shows up tonight because this was a season 1 episode that got carried over. But I really don't know for sure. Also, I don't have confirmation yet that Norm Macdonald is coming back for Yaphet. So I don't know what's going to happen with Yaphet. But when I find out, I'll do a whole video about it because that's some intriguing stuff people want to know about, including myself. Now, here's an interesting idea. Will they replace Norm Macdonald? If Norm Macdonald doesn't want to do it, will they replace him with Adam Carolla, just like they did on Family Guy? When Norm Macdonald pulled out after a while doing a character, and they just replaced him with Adam Carolla. Because reasons. Help with topics. Topics take time and ideas. Are Lieutenant Dan expressing himself or not? Gordon. And yes, we love Dan. Yeah, we do love Dan. I usually, when it comes to the Orville, I never really need help with topics because I have 8,000 topics I can talk about. But when it comes to other things, sometimes I do need help. And a lot of times, some of you people, you wonderful eco-panions, you wonderful people, do send me ideas, and then I go off on them. I had one of you guys, I can't remember his last name, but I think his first name's Justin. He sent me something last month. I just haven't had time to work on it, but it has to do with Star Trek Discovery. And, oh, it is a juicy, juicy topic about Discovery stealing ideas or paralleling ideas from Alice in Wonderland. And I mean, it's a long list. So I'm going to eventually get to that. I have the whole list ready. I just have to write it out. It's juicy. It intrigues me. It intrigues me. And hopefully, if it intrigues me, it makes me make a better episode that you guys like. Jack Oscar 11. Hey JP, do you think Alara will marry me? Yeah, totally. She's thirsty. She's thirsty for a man piece, from what I can tell. That's what they're setting her up as. They're setting her up as like, gosh, I wish I was in love, but nobody likes me. And then in that date with Dan, even though you can't really blame her, she was way too harsh when critiquing his poem. He said, be honest. She could have been honest, but she could have been constructive. And so I think that was her, when she went too far with it, and she realized she went too far with it. That's like when she said, "Oh, I'm going to go to the restroom," and she was kind of down on herself because she's like, "Here, I did it again," even though, of course, Dan isn't the right fit for her. Because Jack Oscar 11 is the right fit for her. Heard you guys fit just right. So I think she's going to be down on herself. She's like, the reason I have problems with men. And this is one of my predictions. The reason I have a problem with love is because I am a mess up. So at least that's what she's going to think about herself. I keep messing up these relationships. But I loved it when she says, Dan goes, wow, it got chilly in here all of a sudden. And she goes, well, you said to be honest. He says, yeah, but I didn't say take a dump on my spirit. I didn't say that. I cracked up. And I cracked up all 7 times that I watched that scene when I was writing my review. Tom Grand, question is not, will Alara fall in love with you? Question is, will you survive? Well, I got a lot of extra padding, so I'd probably do okay. Alex Trinity says 10 minutes till the new episode. What? 9 minutes where I'm at. Last week I had, or not last week, just the other day during the premiere, I had my TV on, and so I could see when it started because we had no idea when it was going to start. And so the whole time I was looking back, but tonight my TV is off. No spoilers for me. But I am going to get up. I'm going to set my alarm. I'm going to get up and watch it so that I can think about it and, let it simmer in my brain while I'm at my job. Tom Graham, please, no more token sexual minorities. Well, tonight, in Primal Urges, I believe the leader of the people that they're trying to save, a small band of people, who was originally supposed to be played by Nana Visitor from DS9. She's, at least originally, the character's supposed to have a wife. It's a woman, but she has a wife. But I don't know about you, man. I live in a world where I go out and everybody's every type of sexuality that you could think of. So I don't know about minorities. One more, JP. Thank you again, Agrius414. Who was the MVP of the episode? Ooh, there were so many things going on. You can make a case for a lot of different characters. Of course, Isaac was an MVP for Claire. That's her champion. He's really got her back. But for me, in my heart of hearts, in what makes me smile, which is what I want more. I want to smile, and smile in my heart. For me, it was Gordon. That whole Gordon storyline just had me like I could have watched an entire hour of Gordon trying to get game. What do you guys think? SP4NQD. I ain't gonna lie. I like Discovery. It's as good as the Orville? No, but it's not that bad. Ironically, the weakest character of the show is the main one. Yeah, that is bad. I'm going to be, of course, reviewing all new episodes of Star Trek Discovery. And this weekend, I also need to do a review of The Escape Artist, the new short trek, which is actually premiering right now as well. That comes out tonight. They decided, oh, let's premiere our stuff on Thursdays nights like the Orville because we're going to compete. No. But Star Trek Discovery, you guys know how I feel about it. Season 1, I'm actually looking forward to Season 2 because now it's an experiment for me. Season 2 looks better. I want to see how they're going to dig themselves out of the hole of Season 1. And I'm going to review them fairly. I'm going to be fair. But I'm still going to call out any BS and go deep into it. If they do something nice, I'm going to say, okay, good job on that little tiny bit. And even if I like the entire Season 2, I'm still going to bring up the fact it might not matter because Season 1 was so horrible. And a lot of people bring up the fact that, every Star Trek series, the first season or two is lame. I go, yeah, but they're lame in a different way. They didn't have their footing yet. The effects were cheesy, something like that. Not like they're going around saying, F you fans, F you. This is the new Star Trek, and we're going to do what we want to do, and everything that you loved doesn't matter anymore. That's what Season 1 was. So that's different. But I'm going to be fair. I'm going to give Season 2 its own Season 2 thing. I don't know how to put it into words. But we'll get to that. We still have 2 weeks to worry about Star Trek Discovery, and it doesn't matter because every week I'll be worrying about the Orville first and then doing Star Trek Discovery later. Orville gets the treatment. Star Trek Discovery, whether I like it or not, will be more of a, hey guys, I just saw the episode and here's what I thought real quick. RoboPam, thank you so much. Thanks for working hard on the content, JP. Working 2 jobs is tough, even if you love the second one. That's true. It actually makes it tougher when you love the second one, because I love this job. And I do work more than full-time at it, but I get to do it at home, so. It makes it harder, because every time I'm at the other job, I'm like, I got stuff to do. I got passion to do when I get home. So it makes it really hard. And then sometimes that feeling that I have, like, carries with me to when I get home to work on the show, and I'm like, I can't even work on the show. So I'm trying to get through that, and you guys help. Anytime I have that feeling, I should just go live, and we'll just chat, and you guys make me feel better. Tom Grant says, STD has jumped the shark. Can we even name shows who jumped and came back from it? I have to think about that. That'd be a good idea for an episode. Cheyenne Weiringa says 4 minutes, JP. We got 4 minutes until Primal Urges. Now, of course, I'm just going to still be here streaming, at least for a little bit. Last week I did like 2.5 hours. That's way too long. So we'll do like 1.5 hours. We're already at the 1 hour mark. We'll do another 30 minutes and I'll say goodbye. And, go have some dinner, maybe go on the treadmill, because I'm really tired because I was up until 1 o'clock in the morning last night getting that Geologia review done and uploaded and all that good stuff. And then I'll set my alarm clock so I can wake up early and watch Primal Urges so that I can, let it ruminate a little bit and, get that trailer out early. Because reasons. There's nothing wrong with Cody's. Hardy's is better. Hardy's? You mean Carl's Jr.'s? Dr. Zoom, thank you so much. Thanks for the great videos, JP. You're definitely the go-to channel for Orville fans. Thank you so much. Like I say, it really does mean the world to me, and it really does. Bonanco says, what is your day job? You don't want to know. You don't want to know. I basically just go around cleaning up people's gelojas. No, just kidding. I work at a print shop. That's how I got that thing back there. That's how I got all that stuff back there. When no one's looking, I print stuff. Huh? I ain't paying for it. Jeez. Eccleston's Angel. Hey, how's it going, Eccleston? JP, Star Trek, the original series was really awesome in its second season. Yeah, season 1 and season 2. Season 3 was, I mean, not super, just a little bit every once in a while. Season 3 of the original series, because that's when they were, they had a lot of problems going on with production and the studios, and they're like, let's make it a monster show to get people in. You know how it goes. Corporates ruin everything. Greed BS. T-Bone says, I love your stupid show. Cheyenne says, thank you for making my day, but I must watch my all-time favorite show. Bye. Of course. Okay, the time is coming. It's 30 seconds away. So if you guys are going to watch it, if it's popping, if the show, the ORVILLE Primal Urges is starting up in your time zone, you're going to go watch it. Get my attention if you can. We'll say goodbye to you. Hopefully I can read it because the chat's going up pretty fast. Doom Turkey says, do we know if Alara is staying or not? Well, nothing official has been announced, but I'll tell you right now, she's leaving. She's leaving next week, January 10th, in the episode Home, which is going to be amazing. But I hope she pops in once in a while. Maybe she'll come back, but I don't think it's going to happen. That's right, Cardinal Doomsday. Perks of the job. Dr. Scott Giles says, I wonder if Seth MacFarlane is one of us fans. Incognito. No. He's not, though he's nice. He shared my video a couple weeks ago, and he's aware of my stuff because, some of my stuff, because I do have some friends that work in production that show people my stuff. The cast, some of the cast has seen my stuff, which is very rare in the YouTube world, which is very nice. But no, I don't think I'm really on the radar. Under the radar. Like a cruel spy in a holographic emitter disguise. See you later. Pause McGraw's later. See you guys. Orville time. John Palange. Justice Guy. Good night, everybody. Now, if you put Egotastic FunTime in your comment, it'll be highlighted and I can see you better. Time to go, JP. See ya, Randy Davis. Slime E101. Now, you guys, usually, you know, I stream a lot through the episode and you guys come back and forth, but I'm going to end this no later than 8:30, if not sooner. Curtis Tate, time to go. It's Orville time. Woody Morris, go JP. Go JP, go JP, go, go, go. Michael Rosenberg, see you JP. Thanks for all the content. Can't wait for this episode. It's starting. Yeah, go watch Primal Urges. It's going to be great. Cover your eyes during the Mocklin orgy scene because it's going to be nuts. It's going to be stickier than Derulio's bathroom. Yeah, Gotham is back. The Orville airs after Gotham, which is great because this is the last season of Gotham. Gotham's going to be bringing in a lot of viewers this season. And the Orville's right after it, so the Orville's going to be doing well. I mean, we knew it's going to do well, but it's going to do extra well. We're going to get a lot of new fans, which means hopefully I'm going to get a lot of new fans. Gertie or Gertie, I'm sorry, I can't pronounce it. Hey, from Belgium, always great to get another perspective after each episode. JD Brisbois, cheers, guys. Alex Trinity, you have to wait 6 hours? Well, I have to wait 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hours because I'm going to get up extra early. Ugh, I got to get up early. Travis, the Krill Spy had the right idea with her projection. Make it a hot alien and the locals won't question it. That's right. That seems to be the case. No one's thinking, oh, who's this chick? They're thinking, who's this chick? Oh, wow. Okay. Exploring Fate says limited commercials today. That's great. Now, hopefully they're not just tricking us saying a whole lot of commercials that are short, which is what they did last time, which is something we need to talk about. Because reasons, you're the best. I would like to send Super Chat love for not allowing weird bad wordage. Well done. I do my best to keep the show clean-ish. Dirty, sure, but clean. It's a clean dirty. It's almost a little bit cleaner than an episode of the Orville because they get pretty nasty. Especially tonight. They're going to get nasty. Now, one thing a lot of you guys were telling me, of course, I didn't watch the premiere with the weird commercial breaks, the new commercial format. A lot of people didn't like the episode that much, but they said that when they watched it again on Hulu with no commercials, that the episode was great. So I think the commercial format is affecting people's opinions on the show because it keeps taking you out of it. It's only a minute, so you really don't have time to Geloja during the episode, which is also tough. Because reasons, I didn't know you were here. I have no idea what wordage I was previously talking about for thanking Super Chat for. I don't know either, but it was the best wordage because reasons. Tina Biebe. Only on my Hulu stream, there were very few commercials. I was pretty surprised at that. That's actually really good. Now, also, I got the Hulu with I pay the extra couple bucks a month so that when I watch Hulu, there's no commercials on anything. And so that's great. So when I watched the episode, it was nonstop, 48-minute long episode. And it was incredible. I had an amazing experience. Nothing distracted me from it. No one was trying to sell me Tide Pods or anything or insurance. It was great. So if you guys can afford it, spend the extra, I think it's like maybe $3 on Hulu, and you get no commercials. Yeah, Lance Wright says, yeah, the short breaks took me out of the story. A lot of people were complaining about that. Commercial breaks take me out of everything. That's why because I never watch commercials because everything I do is stream. And when I do like stream something on television, it's just something simple like, not stream, but on antenna that's live and has commercials. I'm just watching like, some old rerun of The Tonight Show from the 80s or something like that. So I don't really care about commercials because I'm mostly just checking around on my phone while it plays in the background. Cheyenne, bye. See you later. Go watch the show. James Karen, I told you. I told everybody about that. Trek Guy 66, I'll have to wait for Hulu. Spectrum pulled Fox. Yeah, a lot of people were telling me that today. Spectrum pulled Fox. Now, you know what's crazy is I was on YouTube today, like I do, because I'm on YouTube right now, aren't we all? And you can buy season 2 of the Orville, each episode or the whole thing, and when it's released on YouTube, you'll get it. Geloja is said on the dollar, how much it costs. It says it was $0. It says it was free. That you can get Geloja on YouTube for free. But when I clicked on it to buy it for free, it still wanted my credit card number. So I said, I'm not going to worry about it. But I'm sure if you put in your credit card number, it'll still give it to you for free. But now they own you. James Dodd says, JP, there's a different kind of Orville famous in the UK. Have you ever seen them? Google Orville UK. No joke. It's a green baby duck in a diaper. Okay, I'm going to check it out. Now, also, Orville UK is one of my keywords. So if you type in Orville UK, I also should be popping up on there. Lone Puppy says, well done on predicting Jason Alexander. Thanks. That one took a lot of work. I did a lot of photo comparisons between a lot of different actors. And real quick, with when Jay Lee took that picture with the two-horned alien, we didn't know who was underneath. He put, I guess, I'll see if they'll let me let the cat out of the bar. And we're thinking, oh, maybe he meant bag. He spelled it wrong. But no, the bar, because he's the bartender. So that was actually right. Tina Biabit says, I am cheap. I still have the basic Hulu. But that works for me. And I was happy the ads were short. That's good. A few times where there would have been a break, it kept going. That's really cool. Captain Jesse says, can Roku get Fox? I think so, but the Fox app, which I'm sure you have to either have a cable subscription for or you have to pay for. E. Carlson says, hey, JP, I don't ever comment on your videos because, well, you said it all. Keep up the great work. Glad I found your channel when searching for Orville news last year. Jaloja! Thank you so much. But come by and say hi. I read a lot of the comments. I mean, I can't keep up with all of them. I looked. I was actually looking at the analytics today. Analytics. My entire channel has over, like all together, has 43,000 comments on it. I'll get caught up eventually. Lance Wright, very impressed about how many predictions you nailed. Wow. Yeah, I've nailed a lot, and there's still a lot more to come. But it's not as strange, except for the Jason Alexander one. It's not really that strange to me because I've been paying attention to the Orville every day for a year. Not just watching episodes, but keeping track of all the actors, what they're doing, stuff people say, things that leak out. Someone says something that worked on the Fox lot, and I'm like, oh, I bet you that means this. So I've been doing that every day because doing the show is my job that I created. And so things just click in my brain. I hear something, it clicks with something else that I heard, and then I do a little bit more research on it, and I'm like, oh, how else would they do it? Plus, I'm a TV junkie in the respect of, I mean, I don't have a lot of time to watch a lot of TV shows, but I grew up as a TV junkie, so everything I do watch, I've always been able to kind of predict lines of dialogue. You know, I'll be saying lines of dialogue right before the actor says it because I just know how I would do it. I know how I would write that episode, or I would write that scenario. And my special lady friend, like, we'll be sitting there watching TV, and I'll just be saying stuff before the actor says it on all these different shows. And she's always like, have you seen this? I'm like, nope, I just know how I would write it. SP4 in QD. Jason Alexander was great. Is he going to be in future episodes? Yes, he's going to be. I don't know how much of a story he's ever going to get. I don't know how often he's going to show up, but I know we're going to at least see him 1 or 2 more times. He is in the background of that arm wrestling contest in the trailer with Alara and Isaac. And, you know, they're not just going to have him show up, have a character named Olix, who's like the bartender that people talk to, and not have him show up again. But I don't think he's going to be a main character, like someone that's throughout the whole season. But I could be wrong. Egotastic FunTimes, will there ever be an Orville Discovery crossover? No, there will never be an Orville Star Trek anything crossover, except for certain guest stars from Star Trek will be going forever, because more Star Trek actors and past production people and people that have worked on Star Trek for years, they mostly all work on the Orville now. Star Trek people don't really work on Discovery, except for Patrick Stewart works on the new Star Trek that's coming out. Yes, this will be, again, another Bortus episode, which is fine. We love Bortus. Tom Graham, the Jaloja episode was a 1970 style phonograph in the Barstein. How many Orville episodes have an object that is 20th century or 21st century based? Ed's office has the original Orville plane from the Wright brothers and has Kermit the Frog. What? And it has books. I don't think they need books in the 25th century. Veron Victor says, yeah, Jason Alexander makes a great Guinan. He really does. What's up, Peyote Pete? Yeah, I won't be watching until tomorrow either. Lone Puppy Olix. Neelix. Yeah, Neelix. God, I miss Neelix. I don't know if we're going to be getting a... the actor that plays Neelix, I know his name, but I'm forgetting it right now. Wouldn't it be great to get him doing a cameo? Oh, Tom Grant says, in one episode we see a diamond tip drill. That was with Chief Newton in the Priya episode. In another episode we see a glue gun. What episode was that? That was with Ed and Kelly. And then in episode 2, we see Kermit the Frog. Kermit the Frog's, I think, in every episode. Any episode that is that has a scene in Ed's office, Kermit the Frog is there. Even in the pilot episode, it's just a much smaller version of Kermit the Frog. Mr. Zed Blade, how can anyone thumb down this video? Trust me. I get a lot less thumb downs than most other YouTube channels, which is kind of an honor because I look at other YouTube channels and I'm like, wow. But not getting any, that's tough because people are dicks. They got nothing better to do, but it doesn't hurt my feelings, so I don't really mind. It's actually nice because the fact that they give you a thumb down, YouTube doesn't see a thumb down. YouTube sees interaction. So because it was interacted with, I actually get YouTube brownie points. If someone says something nasty, if someone gives me a thumb down, YouTube don't care. They're just like, oh, people are interacting with this channel. We're going to move the channel up through the ranks. So anytime someone gives you a thumbs down, they're actually helping you out. Dave Cameron says, has the soundtrack for the Orville been released yet? I don't know if it has. I saw an advertisement for it, but I don't know if it's officially out because I looked on Amazon earlier today, and it wasn't on there. And of course it's going to be on there, right? But I didn't look to see if maybe there was like a pre-release on Fox.com or something. But it's definitely, as of earlier today, not. But I'll find out. I'll let you guys know. I'll advertise it. I might put it in an episode. You know, I'll let you guys know as soon as I find out. Darkstar57 says, people can be trolls. I don't know what you're talking about. Trolls are nice people. We have lots of interesting things to say and criticism that's constructive. No, you don't. You guys are just dicks. Ah, well, maybe a little bit. Jeez. Cardinal Doomsday says, no need to whisper, JP. We agree with you about people. Yeah, people are the worst people I know. Except for you people. Neil Stanley says, JP, you're my Elvis. Elvis Costello? Because I don't know if I want to be Elvis Costello. Now, in tonight's episode, of course, I can't watch it either because I got my own Orville show. And I think we're going to be treated... We didn't get it last week, which is fine. But I think we're going to be treated to a lot of science-y stuff. The sci-fi is going to be ramped up in this episode, which is really great. Because reasons... Because shitty reasons, JP? JP? No. Because awesome reasons. Because reasons. Eccleston's Angel says, kill Angry Nerd Troll. No, I got plans for Angry Nerd Troll. I just need time to... This week is not the time to figure it out. Because... This is a huge Orville week. For me, this is tough. 2 episodes in 1 week. It's too close together for me. And also, usually in these live shows, when it comes to the Orville, which it does, they usually always have on YouTube, and then I download them and we play them here. They have like an official preview for the specific episode, not just a random scenes from different episodes, and they usually have a couple clips, a couple scenes, a little 1 minute, 2 minute scene from the episode that you can watch. They're not doing that yet, and I think it's strictly because they're on crunch time too. One of my contacts is the editor that edits the episodes together, and he is working hard. I mean, getting out all the promos, getting stuff ready, still working on episodes. So I just don't think they've had the time to do what they did last year. But eventually they'll get caught up and eventually uploading to YouTube scenes from the episode that's that night. And so during the live shows, I'll eventually have more footage to share with you from that evening's episode. But that's fine. We're hanging out talking. That's what we want to do in the first place. That's the best part. Zixie says... Do you think now Disney owns Fox that the Orville will go the way of Star Wars? No, I don't think Disney will do anything to hinder what's going on with the television stuff. I think they just own it and they're like, we want the money from your shows. because we paid for it. They're like, okay, you paid for it. Here's your money. You know, Disney's like, give me all of your money. You will find me funny. Agrius414, thank you so much. So far, what is your favorite episode and why? Well, my favorite, of course, you know, can't say much about Season 2 yet. We're just barely getting into it. But Season 1, my favorite episode used to be If the Stars Should Appear, because that type of storyline is my jam. People living on a spaceship, not knowing they're on a spaceship. You know, they built up a society. That's my jam. I've always been into that stuff. But once Mad Idolatry came out, Mad Idolatry became my favorite absolute episode. You know, had the whole, you know, talking about religion, and the religion built up around Kelly and the entire society advancing 700 years, and we get to see what happened from their society. That's my jam. And so that's my favorite episode. Plus, it's a Kelly episode. Kelly's my favorite character so far. But I don't know. Gordon wore a lot of zippers, and zippers do impress me. Thomas Baldwin, thank you so much. Lonely Pup is right. I feel a Voyager vibe with tonight's episode. Oh, that's great. See, a lot of people are like, oh, TNG, and a lot of people are like, oh, God, DS9 is my favorite. I'm, of course, TNG, #1. Voyager is actually my second favorite as far as 90s Trek goes. I love Voyager, and the reason I love Voyager is because I liked the vibe. First season's a little rough, you know, but the same things with TNG. And I like the vibe. I like that they're out there exploring. DS9 wasn't doing the exploring thing, which is fine. They had their own thing going on. So I love it if they have a Voyager vibe. Also, Voyager had a little bit more fun in the episodes than TNG did. So you might say that Voyager's closer to an Orville vibe than TNG is. Magical Sasquatch says, I love Lieutenant Commander Bortus. You will be in love with Bortus after you see tonight's episode. Wink. I agree. See what we're doing. Ooh, 8:20. Ooh, it's getting almost time to wrap this up, but we're having such a great time. Bonanco says, any chance of the Orville anime and or MMO RPG? I doubt that. I very much doubt that. Plus, if they did do that, it's a television show. It's a licensed television show on Fox. Any cartoon or game that they do would just be, it wouldn't be good. It wouldn't be worthy of the franchise. You guys know how hard it is to find a good Star Trek game. One of the executives was a Voyager producer. Well, the main executive producer of the show is Brandon Braga. Legit Mr. Star Trek, 90s Star Trek. But okay, you guys. I'm going to go to bed early tonight. But I'm going to go and chill out, make some dinner. I hope you guys love Primal Urges, and I can't wait to see if my predictions come true. Now, my predictions being that there's an orgy. I'm hoping that Clyden's Rocky Road ice cream thing gets brought up, and they're like, oh, that doesn't even compare to what Bortus is doing. Also, I don't know, but I want to see if Bortus's 17th century or 17th century outfit that he wore in Firestorm comes back in this episode. I hope it does because I love it. But first, let's say goodbye to everybody. And also, thank you guys so much, not only for showing up and talking, having great things to say. I'm sorry I'm not doing like 2.5 hours because we totally could, because it just becomes a great conversation. Thank all you guys who did the super chats. God, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I'm going to keep working hard for you guys to get more episodes and eventually just build this Egotastic FunTime into a world-dominating franchise where I can put out episodes 5 days a week about not only the Orville, but, you know, more Star Trek, Star Wars, I got a great idea for Star Wars, you guys, but I have to wait for the new trailer to come out for Episode 9. Doctor Who, a bunch of shows that don't even exist yet, because we're going to be doing this for the next 20 to 30 years. And I'm going to pass the torch to somebody, some young kid someday. I'll say, hey, kid, it's your turn now. Now it's your turn to give everybody an egotastic fun time. So thank you guys very much, and let's say some goodbyes. Let's see if the participants have been updated. It has not. YouTube's not that great. But I'll say Lone Puppy, goodbye. Jesper, Mr. Zed Blade, Edgy Pumpkin, Dion Markroff, Zixie, Travis, Chuck Smith, Dr. Scott, Giles, Thomas Baldwin, Lance Wright, Jay Patero, Tina Baby. I don't know if I said, I said Travis. Hey, how's up? Professor Challenger, Rob Crawford, Prey and Dirty, Mac Deckard, or Deckard, John Fox, who is works for Fox TV, hopefully. Eccleston's Angel, love you. E. Carlson, thank you so much. James Forsyth, Darkstar 57, Agrius 414, Chuck Smith, James Dodd, and I can't remember if I've said these names before. Tom, Dion, I love all you guys. You're the best. And if we're going to end this, we are going to end this right. First by going, Jaloja! Everybody give me your Jalojas now. Because, as you know, okay, that's it. That's all I wanted to talk about today, and I talked about it. How about you? Do you think Bortus is going to get a little freaky in the environmental simulator in Primal Urges? Why are Isaac and Gordon sent down to the surface to save the Niceans? Will Clyden's addiction to Rocky Road ice cream get brought up in the marriage counseling session? How many explosions are you expecting to see in tonight's episode? You can let me know what you think by joining the conversation below. And thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing and helping to support my stupid show. It really does mean the world to me. I'll see you very soon with my review of the episode first, but then, more stuff as well. And I hope all your times are egotastic fun times. Love you, bye-bye!
Egotastic fun time, we're gonna have a great time. Egotastic fun time, give me all your money.
Give him all your money.
You will find it funny, just give me money.
I love money.
Give me all your money. Give me all your money. Give me all your money. Give me all